I got my wet, it's dripping. I was like, no. Kudos to me, I made it. So we have ballet class tonight, and then after that it's going to be a very quick dinner, and then I'm hoping to get around to start working on making some notepads. We need to restock our inventory. So one of the things that I'm going to be working on tonight starting is making some notepads. So I make a small size and I make a slightly larger size, and so I print off all the sheets myself. I cut them by hand and I put them all together and glue them and have them binded myself manually. So I'm going to start doing some of that tonight and just get ready for the event that's coming up in a couple of weeks. This morning started off pretty good. I did my Bible app, I did my meditation this morning, and I even got in a quick yoga stretch, which was really pretty painful. I need to start doing that more often and getting more flexibility, and I could hear like my shoulders popping and my knees popping doing the different stretches. So definitely need to start doing that a little bit more often, because the walking seems like you're doing something. You feel like, okay, I'm moving, I'm being limber, I'm getting fresh air. But the stretching, once you start stretching, you, especially after you've been sleeping all night. I know you've been sleeping all night, and then I get up in the morning, and you know, I wanted to start this morning off. My intention for this week, one of them was to go into my Monday and clear the space, clear the energy. So I did my meditation, I did my stretching, like I said, and I also lit my candle, I did my sage, and I set my intentions for my space, for my work area. So the intentions that I try to set in that space are, you know, no negativity, any feelings of anxiety, any feelings of fear. I try to set the intention that they don't belong in that space. This is a space of helpfulness, resourcefulness, positive communication. So I set all of my intentions for my space this morning, and so I'm hoping, you know, that that's going to propel me through I would say uneventful week, a purposeful week, a week where I'm staying true to the intentions that I've set, where I want to, you know, drink more water. I want to keep doing some stretches to keep up with trying to maintain a level of flexibility. So, you know, those are some of the things that I'm looking forward to diving into this week. I just got back from picking up Zio for dance class. I'll light a little candle real quick. Picking up Zia from dance class, going to the store. They were downstairs eating. They're going to be upstairs any minute now. Really quickly, I wanted to, I'm going to print off some, I need to start printing off some notepads. I met this group of ladies back when we were going to this homeschooling co-op, and they have a group of them have a book club, and so we went to our first book club meeting, or my first book club meeting in a while, and we were reading Worthy by Jada Pinkett Smith, and it was a good book club. It was nice to see the ladies. It was nice to chat. My take on the book, I would say, I'm not a reading, I'm going to close the door just 1 second. So I closed the door. Reading biographies is really not my preference. I don't choose biographies. There's not my go-to. My preference of what I like to read anything that's like suspenseful, anything that's going to have me, you know, I like to read anything that's going to have me guessing, or it's like a page turner. I got to know what's going on. But I'd have to say that overall, my review of the book is, I don't know, let's go with stars. If I were to give it, I'll give it, because I don't read biographies or autobiographies very much, I'll give it a 4. I think that I have a hard time remembering things, so one of the things that I was having a hard time resonating with was the fact that you would recall all of these very vivid details about something that happened 40, 30 years ago, and dialogue, and he said this and she told me, and when we all looked over, like, I don't remember things like that. So that, while added to the story of it all, and to make it clear what was happening and paint the picture that we then piece together, and that's why she feels this way, and that's why, you know, she thinks this way, or these are the things she experienced, and so these are things that form the basis for triggers that she has. That all makes sense, but it just was a little bit off-putting for me because I didn't believe that she remembered all of those things. I liked the parallel between her knowing Tupac as a teenager, and then their celebrities, and like that journey was fascinating to me. I thought that was really interesting, and you know how special that is to have that close relationship with somebody like that. You know, I learned there were a lot of things that I could relate to. There were a lot of things I could relate to, and there were a lot of little nuggets that made sense along the way. I'm not going to spoil with how it worked, what she talked about. I'm not going to spoil, you know, how it opened, which was interesting, or either how it ended. But for one, I thought she was an absolutely amazing narrator, and her narrating the audiobook, that was really what helped get me through it, because I felt as though, you know, I was right there. I could envision the places that she was talking about, and I was right there watching it. So it seemed like a movie. So I would probably more so want to read or listen to an audiobook that she narrates, because I liked her tone. I liked the way she elaborated. I liked the way her voice, you know, rose and was serious. I loved that part of it. I would rather probably listen to her narrate something else than listen to another audiobook of hers. But again, I learned a lot from it, and we had a great discussion, and it pulled a lot of little things that, you know, we felt were indicative or reminiscent, I guess I would say, of our lives. So it was a good book club meeting. It was a good listen. What I like about book club is the fact that we're listening to books or reading books that you wouldn't have picked, right? Someone else is picking it. So we go through, we go through the group, and so we have a schedule of you picking this book, and then we'll meet in 2 months, and then you pick the next book, and we'll meet in 2 months. So I'm reading and listening to books that I would never choose to listen to, and I think that definitely helps, because I know, okay, here's the date on the calendar. I've got to make sure I can get through it by this date. And so I would listen to it like on a speed of a 1, and then I was like, oh crap, I'm not going to make it. So I would speed it up to a 1.2. I think I made it to 1.4 or 1.5 speed, just to make sure that I could cook through it and finish it in time. And I actually finished it on the way to book club. So kudos to me, I made it. And I made it all the way through. So it was a really good discussion. It was good to see the ladies. And we, our new book for our next book club was chosen. And we're listening to or reading Lies My Teachers Told Me is the next book on the book club. So I wanted to try to be, you know, proactive this time, and so I started listening to it today. I downloaded it and started listening to it today. I got through the introduction, and I'm on the first chapter, and I have to say I am pleasantly surprised. I like the narrator's voice, so that's always good. And you know, so far we're on a chapter called something about, I don't know the exact name, but something about heroes and the heroification of American historical figures. So it's really interesting so far. So I think it's going to be a great listen, a great read. And the only thing I'm going to have to probably start taking notes is, by the time we meet again, I may not even remember what I read. So, or I listened to. So I may not even remember what I listened to. So I might have to take notes just so I can have my memory jogged when we get there. But so far, so good. I really like it. I think it's interesting so far. And the good thing about this book, counter to listening to Jada's book or listening to some of the other audiobooks that I listen to sometimes, is this is a historical story. This is, I mean, a historical book. So I can listen to this with the kids in the car. I can listen to it, at home, and not always have to like grab my headphones or pause it as soon as they walk into the room, so because something might be happening or something might be a little bit too real or a little too adult or a little too serious. But this is just history, telling of history. My daughter, she can understand some things. She would probably zone most of it out. But I can listen to it with them in the car. So I'm excited about that. And so I think I have 14 hours to listen to, and I've got about a little over 2 months to do it. So I'm well on my way. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday night. The kids are home. They're eating a snack. It is Tuesday. Today's Tuesday, yeah. Okay. Today's Tuesday, and today is Tuesday. Can you please sit down? I told you I have a headache, Zemaya. I'm looking at my computer. I'm on my computer. It says the day of the week, and it's Tuesday. It's not pizza day. So today's Tuesday. I've got a really bad headache all of a sudden. So I've had a headache for a couple hours now. So I'm just going to sit out here and work on some editing for some videos that I have to upload. Be careful with the doorman. I don't know if you can hear those birds chirping, but they've been chirping all day. So at least we got that going on. But I'm going to do some work on editing this video, make the kids some dinner. It's going to be a pretty quiet night tonight. I feel like the way I'm feeling right now, I think I'm going to go to bed early. I'm just not feeling good. I don't know if I need water. I'm drinking water. I don't know if I need any more water, but so I'm going to do a little bit of work for right now. I hope my headache goes away. We got these, apparently we went to Sprouts last weekend, and we got some of these seaweed snacks to try, to do a taste test and try. And this is the sesame. It was interesting. I can't say I cared for them, but Zio, I think she liked both flavors. I got toasted sesame. We don't have the wrapper. I guess we must have tossed it. Toasted sesame. This is this one, and then this is the regular sea salt. Sea salts from Gimme. I think she liked both flavors, whereas I really didn't care for either. So I guess they'll finish these off. I got my factor meals, so I may have to start getting 5 or just planning better, because they're sending my box so late on Tuesday that I can't, I want to eat by then. So Today I just had some chicken strips and a salad for my lunch, which I usually would have a salad, a side salad, a large side salad with my factor meal, but I got 4. So I got the sun-dried tomato chicken. I've had this one before. It's with zucchini noodles. I like it. It's really pretty tasty. And let's see, I got the Louisiana shrimp with smoked Gouda cauliflower grits and chicken andouille tomato gravy. So that's really good. The shrimp are pretty good size, but when I do the shrimp, I definitely eat something else, like a salad. I got the, I don't want to look at the picture, creamy Parmesan chicken with broccoli and tomatoes. And my last meal is the creamy tomato pork chop with sauteed spinach and garlic chive cauliflower. So that's what that looks like. But tomorrow I'll be eating good. So again, I do, if you don't know, around here I do 1 meal a day, which is a form of fasting. Here comes somebody. I eat once, so I might eat at like 11:30 or 12, and then just once. I don't have like a eating window. I don't eat like for 4 hours. I just eat one time, probably like 30 to 40 minutes of a window maybe, and then go about my day. I'm gonna have to do this sooner than later, I think. Hopefully I can maybe do this tomorrow. But I got some wheatgrass to try to make a wheatgrass shake. I gotta cook this by, it says sell by April 19th. So I don't have a juicer, I have a blender. So that's why I got this cheesecloth and these strainers. So I'm gonna try to make a wheatgrass shake and see how it tastes and see, you know, if it's worth doing it that way. Usually I buy a powdered wheatgrass powder, on Amazon from Dr. Berg. I buy his, and it's really pretty good. It doesn't taste like grass, so I'm assuming he's got some other things in there to make it taste not like grass. So we'll see what this tastes like, just to see. But yes, I think I'm gonna do the dishwasher because I'm kind of tired. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Today has been a pretty easy going type of day. If you can hear that silence, it means that I'm here by myself, which is always a good thing. So I wanted to get in a bit of stretching today. I usually do stretching in the morning, but since it's so quiet, I figured I would do a little rest easy yoga stretch video while it's so quiet. Maze, stop. my competition item here that I want to unbox and see how it is. I saw great reviews for it in one of the Dance Moms, competition Dance Moms Facebook groups. So figured I would get it and see how it is. You see how small it is. So it's a portable folding table. You can use it for camping, a bunch of different things, but I got it for our dance competition, so I'm going to unbox it now. It looks kind of like, it has this little handle. I'm pulling it by right now. It has this handle. Well, it's pretty. It's a pretty little suitcase handle thing. So I love the way it comes like this. The only thing that I'm worried about or concerned about is the legs and how the legs work. How hard it or easy it will be for me to put the legs on. They said it was easy, but we'll see. So I like the handle. It's cute. It'll fit easily in our dance bag. And then it's got the little notches here that you open it with. So let's see. So I open it up. Okay. It's got a manual. I may need the manual. So let's see. You unlock the latch, open the tabletop, and pull the legs. 2 of the 6 legs can be assembled into 4 legs. You will receive 8 legs total. So let's see. 1, 2. I don't know. Did I get 8 legs? Oh, I guess I did. These are 2 together. I was like, no, not. It's not right. But it's these 2 are 2. This is a leg and this is a leg. Okay. Little screw offs. So then I do those next. At least those go in nice and easy. Okay. And then, oops. And then this one. Okay. It's just, so you can see how high it is. I think I really like it. It's pretty sturdy. It's wider than I feel like. I feel like the desk that I have was, the tray table I had was maybe like this. I feel like, because I could get my laptop and that was basically it. So this is a lot wider. So this is good. The thing I also like about it is it comes with, so let's see. See that? It goes like this. And the kiddos are back. And it goes like that. That's perfect. I'm not sure what I feel like this neck could hold. I have no idea what that neck could hold, but I think it's good. Alright, here, baby. Here, baby. It opens like that on its own. Alright, so we just need to get some. We need to get a gift card. We're gonna look right here and see what they got. So this is what we're looking for right here, gift cards. What are you looking at? I'm not getting that card, baby. I need to get some of these.
Look. Maybe I can get this for my birthday.
What is it?
I'm 5 years old, but I can find the
That says 2, man. Okay, we need to look for some cards. All right, come on. We're not getting you a card. Come on, we'll find you a little snack to get you. We're getting this. We'll get you a snack. They don't have cheap toys in here, man. Come on, this way. No, I should have used those thank you cards. But let's get. We want a nice little 2 for $5. Let's go. Do you want to get a gift card holder, maybe?
Oh,
What do you see?
I want two ones.
We don't need a birthday card.
I want two ones.
We need. Don't want to spend a bunch of money on a card. It's on there.
Look at these.
Is that 2 or is that 3? That's 3.
Look at these.
$5. Oh, why these are so expensive? Maybe we'll just make our own. So here with little Zakai, we just came from Walgreens. We picked up some gift cards for Zio's dance teachers for competition weekend this weekend coming up. So now we're gonna go pick her up from dance. So I'm getting ready to head upstairs for the night. I got my sparkling water. The kids are in bed, and I'm ready for tomorrow to be TGIF Friday. The kids are off school tomorrow. Again, they have another day off of school tomorrow, and we have a virtual parent-teacher conference in the morning for Zakai with his school. I'm calling it a night, and I'll see you tomorrow. I am putting together the finishing touches of some bags. This weekend is competition weekend. It's our last regional competition for my daughter at her dance studio, and I wanted to give the dance team instructors a little competition, like not kit, but a little competition bag with some snacks in it, and then some DoorDash gift cards so they can, you know, stay hydrated, stay fueled, and if they need lunches or dinners. It's a pretty short competition. This is our last competition, and it's pretty short, so they won't be there as long as they usually are, like from our Friday night all the way through a Sunday night. But nonetheless, I want to get in the habit of trying to, you know, show my appreciation to them, and I hope this pen works, show my appreciation to them for all they do. I got these little thank you cards. I got some like snacks, some chips and stuff in the bags, a little bit of candy packs. So this says thank you. I'm so grateful there's a you in the world. Some people always seem to find a way to do something really nice for someone else. People like you. I think we have with these 3 or 2. How many were in this pack? So I got this organic wheatgrass from Sprouts. We went to Sprouts over the weekend, and I wanted to try to make my own wheatgrass shot and see how it compares to the wheatgrass powder that I buy online on Amazon from Dr. Berg. So I'm gonna try to see how it goes to make my own wheatgrass shot. So what my plan is, I'm gonna make the wheatgrass shot tonight, and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator, and I'm gonna try it tomorrow morning. Because they say that it's best on an empty stomach, and I want to make sure that I don't like make myself nauseous or anything like that. So when I do the powder, I'm fine, I'm used to it, but so I want to make the recipe I saw calls for your wheatgrass and 1 or 2 cups of water in a blender. So I'm going to try it with that and see. I'm going to try it with 1 cup of water first, and then see if I need more, and I'll have an extra cup just in case. I got my wet, it's dripping. I've got my cleaned wheatgrass, got my water, got my blender. So I'm going to put my wheatgrass in my blender, add 1 cup of water, and see what happens. I'm not mixing it with anything. You can mix it with other things like coconut water, I think they said, or orange juice, but I'm gonna try it just straight because I want it to kind of still be within my fasting. I want to kind of have it still be pretty clean, and I want to see what it tastes like by itself. So I'm gonna put my plugged in. So this is what mine ended up looking like, and I think it's supposed to look, I don't think it's supposed to look like that. I think it's supposed to be more shredded. Have my bowl. I'm gonna put my strainer on top of my bowl, and I'm winging this, so we'll see how it works. I'm gonna put my cheesecloth over the strainer over the bowl. Okay, and then I'm gonna pour my concoction. That's gonna be very little amount of wheatgrass. I'm gonna pour that over my cheesecloth over my strainer and see what happens. I see green juice. I see a huge clump, but I don't even know if I need the. Okay, let me get a spoon. Maybe this is how it's supposed to look? I don't know. I feel like it should be more shredded up. That's what it looks like. And then I'm gonna strain that and see if I can get any more juice out of it, because I don't really have that much. So I'm literally gonna have a wheatgrass shot. I have in my cheesecloth, and I'm gonna squeeze it, is what it said. See if I can get any more juice out. I got something. I mean, I'm getting foam. I don't know if that's juice, but that's a little bit of juice. Yeah, with that, what I used. Doesn't look like a lot, but this bowl is wide, so I don't know. That's not too bad. I'm actually impressed. That's not a bad amount. That's a decent amount of wheatgrass juice. Doesn't smell horrible. This is my first batch that I made, and this is my second batch. So a little bit more. Hopefully it tastes pretty good. It was pretty easy to make. It was kind of fun. It's about 10:20. I just came downstairs to get a glass of water, but I figured I would pop on really quickly just to give my wellness check-in for the week. First question is, how has my stress been this week? So I would give my stress level out of a 10. I feel like it's been maybe a 3. Been a stress-free week for the most part. I've been able to maintain feelings of that's the opposite of overwhelm. I've been able to not be overwhelmed this week and just kind of manage it moment by moment, bit by bit, and not really let anything get to me and get me too stressed. I made the kids some rice the other night, and I left it out on the counter all night, so I had to throw it away in the morning when I realized that was on the counter all night. So that kind of perturbed me a bit, but I just let it go, and I said, okay, yeah, all right, you messed up that, but it'll be okay. So I think that was probably the most irritated that I got this week, so not too bad on the stress level, doing pretty good. Question number 2. How did I sleep this week? I would say that my sleep has been relatively decent. We've been working on getting the kids to bed earlier, so that's helped. I was also looking for ways to get them up easier in the morning. So getting them to bed earlier gets me to bed earlier, and we all feel a little bit better. Today the kids did not have school, so I was able to sleep in a little bit, and that helped tremendously. So I think it's my sleep. If I had to give it
a grade out of 10, I would say it has been between a 5 and a 6. It could always be better because I still feel kind of tired in the morning, but so far so good, and I hope to sleep in tomorrow mornings. My third and final question this week is going to be, what is something that I'm proud of that I accomplished this week? This question just came to me. I thought of it because today the kids are home from school, while I and Dante had to work. One of the things that I'm proud of how I handled today is that when they were going wild and crazy and coming and disturbing me every 5 minutes, I was able to maintain my cool. So I got Zio a book, sit down and read your book. Zakai, I was able to get him a workbook, gave him it was a sticker workbook. He got some stickers and he had to match up the stickers with the pictures. Gave him some work to do, kept them quasi-busy. But what I'm most proud of is the fact that I was able to say out loud, I'm not going to let this stress me. I'm not going to let this get my blood pressure. I literally said, I'm not going to let this get my blood pressure raised and elevated. You're going to go do your work, and when I get done with my work and my meetings, I'll come and we'll talk and we'll do this and we'll do whatever. So I was able to calm myself down, was able to get them lunch, was able to get all my work done, and was even able to do some work and have them go to the park to play a little bit. So I'm done with my wellness check-in. Those are my 3 questions. If you have any feedback for how your week has been and you want to drop information about how your wellness check for this week is, please let me know. I'd love to hear about it in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.